At the moment, India's biotechnology industry makes up just 3% of the overall global biotech market, but it's growing pretty fast. Back in 2017, India's biotech industry was only worth $11.1 billion or 81,680 crore rupees. 1 year later though, by 2018, it had grown by more than 4x to $51 billion or 3.75 lakh crore rupees. And by 2025, they're estimating that it's going to be a $100 billion industry that's a 7.5 lakh crore rupee industry. That means that it's going to go from being 3% of the global market to 19%. That's almost 1/5 of the world's biotech coming just from India. And of course, this growth is being led in large part by India's amazing biotech startups, of which there are currently 2,700. But again, this number is expected to grow significantly over the next couple of years, possibly as large as 10,000 startups by 2024, according to some experts. And so with that in mind, we decided to make a video about them. Welcome to Backstage with Millionaires. I'm Caleb, your host, and today we're going to be talking about the top 10 most innovative Indian biotech startups that are making India and the world a healthier place. Starting things off at number 10, we have Xcode Life Sciences. Founded by Salim Mohammed, Dr. Abdul Rab, and Narul Narayana in 2010, Xcode Life Sciences focuses on preventative healthcare by enabling individuals to better understand their genetic makeup. With this information, they empower their customers to improve their lives by creating personalized health, nutrition, and fitness plans based on their genetic markers and disease risks. A couple of years back, Xcode Life Sciences also launched the world's first ever South Asian ancestry genetic test, which enables South Asian people to trace their ancestry. So far, Xcode Life Sciences has raised $170 million, that's 1.25 crore rupees, from Round Glass Partners and Shade Holdings. Next up at number 9, we have Map My Genome. Founded by Anu Acharya in 2013, Map My Genome is a personal genomics startup that offers their customers DNA-based immunity reports. Like Xcode Life Sciences, these reports help people to better understand their genetic makeup, while also offering insights into which immune system and lifestyle diseases they might be susceptible to. These immunity reports also tell Map My Genome's customers which drugs will be most effective for them based on their DNA. So far, Map My Genome has raised 7 crore rupees, that's $1 million, from investors like the Singapore Angel Network and Sequoia Capital's MD Rajananandan. Alright, moving on to number 8 now, we have OncoStem Diagnostics. Founded by Manjiri Bakre in 2011, OncoStem is a cancer treatment startup that offers innovative prognostic and preventative solutions. Its flagship product, CanAssist Breast, is a prognostic test for early-stage breast cancer patients. The test provides vital insights about breast tumors and suggests personalized treatment plans that are designed specifically for each patient's situation. These suggestions help patients to better understand the potential for distant recurrence, as well as the benefits and risks of chemotherapy and hormonal therapy. The startup is also working on developing tests for other types of cancer like oral cancer and ovarian cancer. So far, OncoStem Diagnostics has raised a total of $7 million, that's 51.5 crore rupees, from investors like Sequoia Capital and Artiman Ventures. Coming in at number 7, we have a unique biotech startup called C6 Energy, and they've created something that they're calling an ocean operating system. The startup was founded in 2010 by 4 IIT Madras students, Saleja Nori, Nelson Vadaseri, Sayash Kumar, and Somya Balandiranand, along with their professor Sri Kumar Saryanarayan. Now, the reason that C6 Energy refers to their flagship product as an ocean operating system is because they've managed to harness the power of ocean seaweed to create an alternative source of energy. They also harvest this seaweed to create sustainable bioproducts that can be used to boost agriculture and livestock immunity. Given that seaweed farming is extremely labor-intensive, the startup has also created a vehicle called the Sea Combine. This Sea Combine is a mechanized harvesting and seeding ocean catamaran. So far, this innovative biotech startup has managed to raise $8.9 million, that's 65.5 crore rupees, from investors like Tata Capital and Biocon's founder and CEO Kiran Mazumdar Shah. Next up at number 6, we have Pandorum Technologies. Founded by Arun Chandru and Dr. Tuhin Bawik in 2011, Pandorum Technologies is a biotech startup that focuses on tissue engineering and regenerative medicine. Back in 2015, less than 5 years after the startup was founded, Pandorum made headlines when they became the first Indian company to design and 3D print human liver tissue for medical research. Since then, they've also bioengineered human cornea tissue, which will help patients with cornea injuries to restore their vision. Needless to say, these early achievements have captured the interest of investors who have pumped $9.2 million, that's 67.75 crore rupees, into the startup so far. These investors include 500 startups, 021 Capital, the Indian Angel Network, and Bini Bansal. Moving on to number 5 now, we have Bugworks. Founded by Anand Kumar in 2014, Bugworks is a drug discovery platform that's designing antibiotics to fight superbugs. Superbugs get their name from the fact that they are immune to traditional antibiotics. The most noteworthy drug that Bugworks has created so far is a novel bacterial topoisomerase inhibitor, that's an MBTI, which is highly effective against a very broad spectrum of multi-drug resistant bacterial pathogens. They were able to create this MBTI using a proprietary platform that they've called Elude. Bugworks is also working on multiple other drugs which are in different phases of trials, but in order to keep this work going, they of course have needed to raise funds. To date, they've raised a total of $16.5 million, that's 121.5 crore rupees, from investors like the University of Tokyo Edge Capital, CarbX, 314 Capital, the Global Brain Corporation, and Aquifarma Holdings. Coming in at number 4 now, we have Zumutor Biologics. Founded by Kavita Aya Rodriguez in 2013, Zumutor is one of the world's leading immune oncology startups, and their big focus is on treating cancer by targeting the body's immune system. To do this, Zumutor uses 2 proprietary antibody engineering platforms to develop novel immunotherapies that target innate immunity and regulate tumor microenvironments. They've also globally licensed a breast cancer treatment product and are on their way to developing even more immunotherapeutic drugs, for which they've raised $41.6 million or 306.4 crore rupees from investors like Accel, RN Capital, Chirete Ventures, and the Bharat Innovation Fund. Next up at number 3, we have a biopharmaceutical startup called Viome Therapeutics. Founded by Shiladitya Sengupta and Venkateswarlu Nilabotla in 2010, Viome is focused on treating inflammatory diseases like acne using innovative and next-generation therapeutic solutions. The company's flagship product, called VB1953, targets drug-resistant acne and received approval from the US Food and Drug Administration, that's the FDA, for investigative drug discovery in 2016. At the moment, more than 4 years later, it's still in its clinical trial phase. To date, Viome Therapeutics has raised $48.3 million, that's 355.7 crore rupees, from investors like Iron Pillar, Sabre Partners, Kalari Capital, Romulus Capital, and Aaron Capital. Moving on to number 2 now, we have personalized cancer treatment startup Farcast Biosciences. Founded by Pradeep K. Majumdar and Mallikarjun Sundaram in 2010, Farcast Biosciences was actually initially called Mira Biotech. The startup's flagship platform, CanScript, helps oncologists to identify which drugs will be most effective for their patients. CanScript does this by testing tumor samples against different combinations of drugs, and then placing those drugs into a list that's organized in descending order of effectiveness. With lists like these, doctors can easily find out which drugs will be most effective for their patients. Besides this, Farcast is also helping more than 25 different companies with their cancer drug discovery and research projects. So far, Farcast Biosciences has raised $76 million, that's 560 crore rupees, from investors like Accel, Sequoia Capital, North Pond Ventures, Sands Capital Ventures, Tata Capital, and RA Capital Management. And finally, coming in at number 1, we have MedGenome. Founded by Sam Santosh in 2013, MedGenome is a biotech startup that offers genome-based diagnostics and research solutions. They use DNA sequencing to help pharmaceutical companies to create personalized medicines for diseases like cancer and diabetes, among others. MedGenome is a pioneer in genome testing here in India, and they've created a state-of-the-art next-generation sequencing facility, that's an NGS facility, facility so that they can provide researchers, doctors, and hospitals with comprehensive diagnostic solutions. At the moment, they offer more than 475 genetic tests, and they've partnered with 5,500 clinicians across 1,600 hospitals. The startup has also created a repository of 170,000 patients, that's 1.76 lakh patients, across more than 4,500 population groups here in India. This repository is crucial in providing MedGenome with actionable insights at the genetic and molecular levels, so that they can continue to provide personalized medicines for the people of India. To date, MedGenome has raised $119 million, that's 876.4 crore rupees, from investors like Innoven Capital, Sequoia Capital, Zodius Capital, and Sofina. Alright guys, there you have it. Those are the top 10 most innovative Indian biotech startups that are helping India and the world to become a healthier place. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the like button. And if you're not already subscribed, now would be a great time to do so. We post new videos every single week about Indian startups, entrepreneurs, and the latest news. Also, feel free to go check us out on both Instagram and Twitter. And if you want to become a more active member of the Backstage with Millionaires community, we've also made a Discord server. You can find the links to all three of those in the description down below, but either way, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Backstage with Millionaires, and I will see you in the next one.